Boyd'S said it's the day after Tomatay Skerrit used Parliament to mockingly elect his afterthought president. He said that Sovaj Bidoe Katolic Sylvanie was never Tomatay Skerrit's first choice, because she would have never resigned without giving her full 30 days notice to ensure getting all her benefits. She said that Twet Francine was the first choice of Tomatay Skerrit. The helper said but Gucci Mel put on a steel underwear and blocked the Bootycall Presidency. Boyd'S said that as soon as Twet Francine was bedroomly rejected by Molly de Donkey, the Harlot from De Valley went under the radar. She is nowhere to be seen or heard. She said that if Mistress President-Elect was the first choice, Tomatay Skerrit would have properly utilized the 90 days as provided by the Constitution, and not place Unpopular Sylvanie in such an unaware dootish predicament. The helper said just how the Rapicious Creature placed Dr Liar in a career-destroying predicament when he was made Minister of Finance of an empty Treasury. Boyd'S said that Tomatay Skerrit got his afterthought president and he is still unhappy. She said at yesterday's parliament to Zanfan San Papa almost toufé because Senator Ice-cream Shawn invited members of the House to Dr Watty's funeral. Demon-possessed Roosevelt said to Shawn, after you ate all the lady's fruitcake and you drank all her juice, sorrel juice, you didn't come to her funeral and you inviting people to other people's funeral. But the same Tomatay Skerrit refused to attend the funeral of Barrie For De Territory on the eve of the election of his afterthought Kalinago president. The helper said but Tomatay Skerrit wanted Senator Ice-cream Shawn to be a hypocrite and attend the funeral of Ole Speaka, who the same Tomatay Skerrit neglected and hastened to her grave. The chef said that yesterday the speaker confirmed that he is an intelligence destitute. Rabbit gun Isaac is so far up Tomatay Skerrit's esophagus that he can taste the man's saliva. She said that she has never seen or heard someone who got so dootish by kissing ass. The helper said that the speaker is a more decorated ass kisser than his friend Edgar the gambler who prefers a rear view. The chef said that the speaker was late to begin the meeting of the House. Instead of apologizing to the whole House for his tardiness, he directed his relevance-seeking apology to Tomatay Skerrit. She said that Rabbit gun Isaac went into 6 cylinders ass-kissing overdrive and said, the nomination showed depth of thought and not just thought but genuine. Because it showed depth of thought in terms of the originality of bringing forward a woman and also a Kalinago person. The helper said that Judas meant depth of thought because Tomatay Skerrit had to fight deep to get a puppet replacement for Twet Francine. The chef said people like the speaker is the problem why we are in this messy situation. He will bad talk genuine laborites when he visits Tomatay Skerrit's dysfunctional mansion. He now competes with the Sandy Knights to try to dress like Tomatay Skerrit, and even visit vacace on Tomatay Skerrit's vehicle and wear Louis Vuitton shoes like the Rapicious Creature. She said that Rabbit gun Isaac is even leading the charge to prevent his former opposition colleagues' monies owed to them by the state. This is how far the speaker will go just to please Tomatay Skerrit. The helper said but Judas cannot please the young fluffy cat because of his short of a length small rabbit gun. Just how Lil Willie Tony cannot please his bird with his tickle me Elmo. The assistant chef said that she doesn't know when Dominicans will begin to get a grip of today's harsh realities. She said when the UWP and others were warning Dominicans, they were calling them bad names. When the UWP stood up in Parliament they were called troublemakers. The helper said that even the speaker was labeled a troublemaker by the same Ole Speaka who he replaced and helped hasten to her grave. The assistant chef said these days she is seeing a lot of unsigned open letters speaking to the present sad situation in Dominica. She said that one in particular from Guanbay entitled When Grandbay When caught her attention. It is speaking about running carpetbagger Vince out of Guanbay. The open letter states, for the first time since 1954, we have no one from Grandbay in the House of Parliament. What a phooey you are king shame. She said that this is telling, because Jean Guanbay allowed lunatic Roosevelt to disrespect them, and came up with a lost of son on Guanbay story. Dirty Jew, carpetbagger Vince ped chime in Guanbay. Just how cheap Julian was paid poo ped chime in Parle rep Guanbay. The helper said after the brown paper bag from Tomatay Skerrit, all cheap Julian's chest pains disappeared. Boyd'S said that she wants to know if Spineless Levy is the Attorney General of Dominica or Laba. She said that she also wants to know why the Minister of National Insecurity, Whiteless, had to say about the unlicensed guns at his mess conference. The chef said that she wants to know if Flashy Claudy is ready to report to Tomatay Skerrit about the offshore licenses he issued and how much money he received. The assistant chef said that she wants to know if Senator Oscar is ready to inform us about what happened to the $2.4 million for the lighting of the Windsor Park Fate Stadium. The helper said he hopes is not pressure of the $2.4 million that got Slowboat Watson admitted to the morgue hospital.